This program fuses magic, suggestion, psychology, misdirection and showmanship. I achieve all the results you'll see through a varied mixture of those techniques. At no point are actors or stooges used in the show. Hello. Do you want to help us with a bit of filming?
Well, I am late for work, actually.
Are you late for work? OK, all right, you better go. Might take a little while. All right. Are you free for filming? Please. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute?
No.
What's your name?
Shahir.
Shahir, you all right doing this?
Yep.
Just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to stand you there for a bit. Film crew, cameras, we're going to put microphone on you, all right? It'll only take a minute of your time. There you go. Fantastic. Come stand around here for me. OK, it's a guessing game. You have to guess what's inside the box, all right? Now, you're not allowed to shake it. You are allowed 1 clue. You are allowed to sniff. Smell anything? You're not supposed to. Put your hand out like that. Fingers splayed a little bit. OK. Other hand up like this. OK, you get 3 questions. Each question must only require a yes or no answer. What's your first question?
Can I eat it?
Can you eat it? No. Well, what's the next question? Ask another question. What's your next question?
Next
Go.
question
What is it?
is,
What's your second question?
Second question.
Second question is... What is it?
Second question
Is what you're going to ask.
is it heavy?
Is it heavy? No, it's not too heavy. What's your third question? Third question?
Does it bounce?
What's inside the box?
Stone.
A stone. Open it up, have a look. It was a stone.
Quite light.
Okay, you're right, your hand's shaking. Are you okay? Feel a bit...
Weird.
Can you put the stone down? Put it in the box. Can you let go? Thanks. All right. You're all right.
Trembling a bit.
What's your name?
Shahir.
Shahir. What do you do for a living?
A dentist.
You're a dentist.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for playing the game. You guessed correctly. Congratulations. Well done. Our tendency to think that we're not predictable is probably one of our more predictable traits. Writers and comedians are sharp and original thinkers, and our next guest is one of the best.
I'm gullible, I've been conned at least, and I swear to God, twice in my life. And this is now the 3rd time.
So if I told you that I had written a word on this card, which I have,
Right.
and that you could say any word that you liked, and it would be the word on that card, would you find that surprising?
Yes, I would.
Do you know right now what the word is on the card?
No. Ah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much
for coming
indeed. It's
in.
not a problem.
That was fantastic. They're going to ask you a few questions about how you feel about
that's cool.
that.
Yeah.
You're right to chuckle. That was very funny. But it is just a well-written and deftly performed joke. The real game is this. I've got 2 cards, yes and no, and I will place one of the cards face down on the table, and you have to try and guess which card I've put on the table.
I have to guess which one you've put
You have to guess which one I put down, and we'll do it 4 times in a row, so you've got 4 chances of guessing it correctly. If at any point you do guess it correctly, you win the game. All right?
Okay. Yes.
Really is almost insultingly simple. Cool. All right. So, one goes on the table. Now, the first one's really easy. It's 50-50, isn't it? So, have you got a word in your head now? What are you going to say?
Yes.
But of course you're going to say yes, because I'm sort of nodding my head like that and saying you're going to say yes, clearly, and it was no. So that was a little bit unfair, but nonetheless, that's the first round. You're not trying to follow me, are you? I'm trying to confuse you at the same time. No, all right. OK, I'm going to go with this one. All right. So, yeah, I'm not going to play any weird games with you. I just genuinely want to see whether you can... You didn't just see what that said?
No.
Is that yes, you saw it said no, or no,
No,
you
I didn't
see what
see
it said? No, you didn't see what it
No,
said?
I didn't see what it said.
OK. Cool. Well then. Yes or no?
No.
See, you're guessing. You're guessing. What you don't want to do is guess. If you guess, you only end up with a 50-50 chance. So the thing to do really is to try and think through the process and then try and outthink it. OK, so now just verbalise your thought process now for this is round 3. We've had a no and a yes. Talk me through the process of your thoughts.
If I was doing this trick, I would now have on the card the word yes.
Is that because it's gone no, yes, so you think, well, I want to break the pattern, it's too obvious?
I think that's
no
probably
again?
what I'd think, yeah.
OK. Let me just introduce another element here, then. £20, and I'm going to give you a chance to change your mind.
OK.
All right? If you get it right, you have the 20 quid. Now, I could be putting it there because I want you to change your mind. Equally, I could be putting it there because I know you've got it wrong, and I know that that's going to make you just stick to your guns even more. No, it doesn't matter what you put down on the table, I will not change my mind. The third option, actually, is I could just be putting it there because I decided third round of the game might be quite nice to introduce some money anyway, make it more interesting, so it could have nothing to do with either of those options. Are you going to stick or change your mind?
I'm going to stick with it being yes.
You're sticking to yes. OK, but at least you weren't guessing because you were thinking it
There was a process at work.
There was a process at work. OK, last round. I'm going to go for that one. And I'm going to introduce some more money. That £20 comes from this, which is another £980. So this makes £1,000 altogether.
Right.
Please do check that is real money. I'm not expecting you to count it, but there's
Yes,
£980
that's definitely real money.
You know,
Shall I hang on to it?
and they're missing about. I'll
Okay.
pop it down here for the moment. £1,000 on the last round. At this point, are you confident?
No.
No. I'm just going to change that, I think. Yes, I'm going to change that for that. I think. OK. Again, please, just talk me through the process.
OK. So last time I thought it was going to be yes.
Yeah.
This time, I'm going to stick with yes.
You're going to stick with yes?
You think that I think that's no.
Yeah.
But that I'm going to say yes because I think that you know that I think it's no, so that's why it's yes. Which makes perfect sense.
I think that's fairly clear. So you're going for a yes?
A yes.
All right. I'm telling you it's no.
OK.
I'm telling you that you're wrong and it's no. Now, you don't have to believe me. Whether or not you believe me is entirely up to you.
Right.
But I'll give you 3 seconds of silence to absolutely make your final decision. And look, if you get it right, you genuinely keep that money, all right? This isn't sort of TV land and we're going to take it back. Genuinely, that is for you. OK, 3 seconds. What does it say on the card?
Yes.
£1,000.
Do you want me to pick it up? Can I have £1,000 anyway, or? Could I have £500?
Actually, I can take it all back, but thank you.
Thank you. I'm feeling annoyed. I presume that, you know, Derren now is big star. He's being paid a fortune for this. I'm not being paid anything. That's why I was hoping that I'd win the £1,000. That'd have been some sweet action. I'll be emotionally scarred as I leave. I'll be frustrated, I'll be annoyed, I'll be angry. I'll spend, you know, several days trying to figure that out. And then go back to my sad, pitiful life.
In 1957, James Vickery, a market researcher, conducted a 6-week test in a New Jersey movie theatre. A high-speed projector repeatedly and subliminally flashed the slogans "Drink Coke and eat popcorn" over the film. I thought I'd make my own cinema ad to try something similar.
And she was like, no, I'm just...
According to Vickery, popcorn sales went up 57.5% and Coke sales by 18.1%. Can I have a look at where it says "Forget the film" over the girl with the rose in her hair? I think that's a frame too long. Can we get that down to 1 frame?
Let's see how that works.
Whether Vickery's results were due to the subliminals could never be shown, and the experiment has become shrouded in urban myth. That's great, that's nice. This is the Genesis Cinema in East London, which kindly agreed to include our ad amongst the trailers for a screening of Ocean's 12, a carefully chosen film which, if the ad works, the audience will not be able to remember. Not a bad thing. For legal reasons, patrons were told that some filming would happen, but our cameras were hidden in dark corners and people had no idea of the experiment. Obviously, I didn't expect the ad to make everyone forget the film, but I hoped a few would.
And she was like, you know, I'm your sister. How could you know? I've forgotten about this, you know, I've forgotten about this.
I'll forget about it, eh?
I know what's happened. I just can't think of when.
I left the cinema and we let the people watch the film. Fingers straight. Now you need to hold on to that just like that. Put your other hand there just to support it. We're going to play a game. You've got to guess what's inside the box. Okay. You're allowed one clue. You're allowed to just smell through these air holes here. So do that for me now. Look at me. That's your first question.
Does it have a face?
John, another question. Look at me. Look up here. Look at me. What's your second question?
Is it dark in colour?
Keep your eyes open. Look at me. What's your last question?
Do you use it to cook with?
Now you're going to guess what's inside the box. What is it?
Pool ball.
A pool ball?
Yeah, snooker
right.
ball.
Turn the box around. Have a look. What is it?
A black stone. Not nice.
Put it down.
I can't.
Put it back in the box. Put it back in the box. Give me the stone. You all right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Hannah.
You okay, Hannah?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for doing that. Our cinema audience has now watched the film after absorbing my special ad. We stopped them on their way out to see what they could remember.
Why don't you tell me about the film you just saw?
It's a bit weird.
So how often do you go to the cinema?
I don't go much, about once a month.
Is there a particular genre you like or don't like?
I like foreign movies.
But yeah. This one you...
Right, well, the thing is, I was just talking to my friend Wayne, and I don't remember anything about the movie at all, and I know my head's been fucked with.
It's about a heist that goes wrong, and then it comes together because the guy's got a contact with his mother.
If I try to picture the actual scene, I see like a sieve. It's going to sound even worse, like just a sieve.
I remember the whole film. Yeah, whole thing. Yeah, wicked, awesome film.
I can only remember like casually like going into the cinema, and then like when we came out, my mind just went blank, and I don't know why.
I can't fucking remember anything, man. I don't know why. I don't understand what's going on. It's like a block, and it's really pissing me off.
Vienna. It means nothing to me, but to Orson Welles it was the setting for one of his finest performances and a place to get huge plates of cheap, rich food. I followed the footsteps of my hero, still visible in the concrete, to the world-famous Ferris wheel. I met Mathis Bartz, the architect behind the wheel's renovation.
Also Mathis, guten Abend und grüß Gott, schöner Anzug und vielen Dank fürs Mitmachen. What I want to show you involve your watch. You've got a watch on you at the moment.
Oh, yes, sure.
May I borrow it? Would you take it off for me? Have a look, thank you very much. Is it okay if I change the time on it a little?
Yeah, sure.
Assume that just comes out like that. Now hopefully this will get, if I do this face down, then we can't see the time that it's going to. In fact, if you take it and just gently turn that a little bit, just forward and backwards, then also you don't know where it designs. It's very important. Okay, so I'm
lost in time.
You're lost in time already, perfect. During the course of this, it's vital that you don't see where you're setting the watch to. So I'm going to give you this bag. So if you give me that for a second. If you have a look at this bag, you'll see there are no holes in there. You've got no way of seeing what time the watch is going to.
Wow.
Good. So that goes in there. I'll put that in there gently. It's a very nice watch. And that's for you to keep there. So, you have children?
Yes, a boy and a daughter.
A boy and a daughter? Okay. Do you know the times that they were born?
Of my daughter.
Of your daughter?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So if we use that time for this project, please don't tell me what it is.
Yes.
Now, you haven't no one's asked you, you haven't spoken about it with anybody here? No? It's not on your website or anything like that. Then what I'd like you to do in your mind now is to imagine a clock face and to set that clock face to the time that your daughter was born. So you just imagine a clock that shows that time. Okay, all right. So, thank you. So just visualize that in between us now in the air like this. Great, okay. Gut, also Augen zu, bitte. Ja, gut. Also wenn ich es Ihnen sage, dann greifen Sie in den Beutel und führen nach dem Uhrknopf und drehen Sie ihn noch mehr. So I'm going to ask you to step into this. Später bemerken Sie, wie Ihnen das Drehen hilft, sich zu entspannen und sich zu konzentrieren. Fast als ob Sie von Ihren Inneren heraus das Gefühl kriegen, in welcher Richtung Sie den Knopf drehen möchten und wie weit und so weiter und so fort. Gut, also Augen wieder auf. Ja, gut. Okay, Mathis, if you hear me, can you pick up the walkie-talkie and tell me you can hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you. Excellent, excellent. Good to talk to you. If you look in front of you, you should see a monitor. You should be able to see me on the screen. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. Mathis, I'd like you to get yourself comfortable. In fact, you can put the walkie-talkie down now so you can just listen to me.
Okay.
I want you to put your hands into the bag so that with your left hand you hold on to the watch and your right hand knows where the cooler is, the crown. Don't turn anything yet. I'm also going to take my watch off and bring that up there like that. So I've got my watch here. Now, I want you to slowly begin in the bag to turn the hands of the watch. In either direction, it makes no difference, but please, I want you to imagine the mechanism of the watch turning, being like the mechanism of this wheel. To help you do this, we're going to start the wheel moving as well. Can we start the wheel moving, please? So you gently just turning the hands. Now, you can't see and you don't know which way is forward and which way is backwards. And in your mind, I want you to think back to the birth of your daughter. So you play it like a movie in your mind, and I'm going to turn the hands on my watch as you turn the hands on your watch, without even thinking about it, forwards and backwards. Make the colours clear and vivid, so the memory is sharp. And 1,000 miles away, the hands of a watch turn, as your hands turn and the wheel turns around you. But in your mind, you're there, seeing your daughter for the first time. And you turn the hands, and then you tell me when you feel like stopping, and you take as long as you like, and then tell me.
Yes, all set.
You want to stop there? Can we stop the wheel as well, please? Can we stop the wheel? Okay, I'm looking at my watch here, and there's a time on it now. I'm not going to turn it anymore. You had in your mind the time of the birth of your daughter. Don't tell me what it is, but you know what the time is, yes? Can you still see the clock face in your mind?
Sure.
Let me just show you what I have here. And you must be honest with me, and you tell me, is this anywhere close? Can you see this? It's about 11 minutes past 11.
This is very close.
Is it? What time? What time was your daughter born?
Shortly past 11.
Do you know the exact time?
10 past or...
Yeah, around that.
That's fantastic. Mattis, can you take the watch out of your bag and tell me what time have you stopped your watch on? What does it say? Anywhere close? What time does it say?
It says 11:15.
Oh, thank God for that. Oh, congratulations, well done.
So close.
So the actual time you had in your head was 10 past 11?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favour? Can you stand up? Now, they're going to change the screen so that you can see a shot from outside of your carriage that you're in.
Just a second.
Okay.
So we are here.
Okay, what are you seeing on the screen, on the monitor?
I see part of the wheel from below. I see someone in a cabin.
Okay, is that you? Can you wave?
Oh, yeah, it's me.
It is you? Okay, good. That's good. That's the camera that's outside. I just want you to see that this really is a live feed, okay? Now, the camera's going to pull back.
Okay.
And as it pulls back, you'll see the whole of the wheel. Now, if you have a look at that...
Okay, it's starting to move.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the whole wheel.
You see the whole of the wheel?
Yes. And I see 2 lit cabins.
2 lit cabins?
Yes.
And you know that clock face that you had in your mind? If you imagine the wheel now like the clock face...
Yeah. It tells 10 past 11. This is exactly the time.
Exactly the time your daughter was born.
This is amazing. The giant wheel showing the birth time of my daughter. The whole town will see it. Fantastic. Ein Rätsel. It's like unerklärlich. I can't find an answer to it. I didn't try to force it to be there, but it just turned and then it turned back and forwards, and then the time was there. So it's really astonishing. I thought, okay, that was the whole thing, that then he shows me the time on his watch, but that he shows me the time on the wheel, this is just incredible.
It's TV heaven and telly hell through the eyes of Nick Hancock. Next, here on 4.